Everybody, what's going on? It's me, Big41 Gaming here. Welcome back to episode number 16 of our Zero Overall franchise here with the Rio Dragons. As you can see here, if you guys do want a player in this franchise, comment down below, name, position, and college, and we can get you added in. We already have 3 people that have already done it, so if you guys also do want another player, again, just write down in the comment section below. I'm fine with adding a bunch of people into this franchise, and of course, if we win 2 more Super Bowls, we have completed our mission. We'll just kind of simulate until you guys officially retire, so we can kind of see where you guys go, what your stats are, and everything like that before, the series does end. Today will be the final regular season episode, and then tomorrow we'll see the divisional game, and then Sunday we will see the AFC Championship game or the off season. So who knows? We're kind of looking at that right now. But we do have 5 games to get to this in this video. The first one is gonna be against one of the guys that has a player in this franchise, and it's gonna be Marshall. We are facing the Washington Commanders in game number 1 of 5 in this episode. As you can see, they're 2-10. We are 10-2 here against the Commanders in Week 14. So here is Marshall giving it off to the halfback, and he gets stopped short. It's 4th down and 2 from the 46 on their first drive of the game. They actually had a decent drive going, but our defense really stepped up. They rushed it a lot on that first drive. 10 plays. And it does end in 3 for the Commanders, just barely finding a way in. 3rd and 11 for us on the 15-yard line. We decided I'd do a screen. It doesn't really work out. Our linemen kind of ran into each other. We get stopped for only a 3-yard gain to the 12. So 4th down and 8. We're going to take a field goal to have it tied up 3-3 here in the first quarter. So now, second drive here for the Commanders. Marshall rolling out left is a terrible throw, and look who shows up. Mumphrey with another interception. We do actually lose Lyle Monk for the game right there on that injury, but 2nd down and goal from the 5, same drive. We get it to Hubbard, who gets in the end zone for our first touchdown of the episode, and it's now going to be 10-3 Rio. But Marshall and the Commanders come right back at us with Jahan Dotson beating our corner of Mumphrey again and gets a touchdown to tie the game at 10. 3:34 to go. First play of the next drive, guess who? Rashawn Miller again, burning the corner because they're playing press coverage. I don't know what they're thinking, but it's going to be an easy touchdown for Rashawn Miller. 1 play, 75 yards. After a couple of 3-and-outs, Washington looking for a chance to score, throws it, nice catch to the 25-yard line, and with 4 seconds, they took a timeout to kick a field goal to make it a 17-13 game here just before halftime. And it will be up and true right down the middle. But our first drive of the third quarter, we're trying to hit Gooden over the left side. It gets picked off, and Washington has a chance to take the lead here in the second half. But with 5:28, a 3rd and 16 after a couple sacks by Branch from the 17-yard line. Marshall rolling out right, just throws it off his back foot again, and this time it gets picked by Nakobe Dean. Our second interception of the day, and that instantly leads us down to Dwight Gooden getting some good blocks on the RPO and finds the gray end zone for the touchdown to make it 24-13. But the Commanders don't go away. They find a wide open man. I don't know why our corners didn't move, but I don't know. They get a touchdown to make it 24-19. They decide to go for 2 here to make it. It would have been a 3-point game if they do get this. They throw it right side, but it does nowhere close. So with 5:16 to go, 24-19 game at the 3rd and goal from the 5. Chase Young right in Anthony Richardson's face, but he finds Dwight Gooden again for another Damon Good, for another touchdown to make it 31-19 with 2 minutes to go in the game. But, again, the Commanders don't go away. These are some tough battles here in the last 5 games. Commanders get a touchdown. We're looking on upset alert here, but we're up 6. They decide to take an extra point here, which, again, doesn't really make sense since they went for 2 the last time, but here we are. So they take an extra point, so make it 31-26. But the Commanders' defense holds. So a 50-yard field goal from Ben Agnew is going to be short. So the Commanders, with no timeouts and 44 seconds left, have a chance to win the game. But on a 4th and 1 from the 48, they find a wide-open man, but he's taken down at the 36, and that ends the game on a win, 31-26, by the Rio Dragons over the Washington Commanders. And we will officially, after that game, clinch the AFC. 16 for 23 for 371 yards, 4 touchdowns for Anthony Richardson. Chuba Hubbard, 90 yards on the ground. Taquan Pollard had a day, 5 catches, 98 yards. Chuba Hubbard with a touchdown. Damon Gooden had 2 touchdowns. Rashawn Miller had a touchdown. He's the only one to crack 100 yards as well through the air. Mitch Stokes and Monty Wise led the team with tackles. We actually had 6 tackles for a loss, along with 2 sacks from George Branch and 2 interceptions. Devin Mumphrey and N'Kobe Dean with the interceptions. And to show here, Marshall, here's how he played it. He actually did get injured in the 4th quarter, but 14 for 20, 169 yards, a touchdown, 2 picks. Their backup, Clinton, who's actually been around for 4 years, came in, led him for 15 with a couple yards and 2 touchdowns. Next game in Denver. Again, we have a lot of away games in this episode. I think we only have 2 home games. But Jared Goff tries to get rid of it, and it's incomplete to make it 4th down and 13 from the 28-yard line. Our defense bent, but they didn't break. So we will go ahead and hold them to a field goal, which it's up and right down the middle again to make it 3-0. Our first drive of the game, we find Damon Gooden somehow gets the touchdown. We actually lose Devin Berry for only for a quarter there, but we go up 7-3. After a 3-and-out, we get it out to Slay. Chuba Hubbard was also injured during this drive as well. We get stopped for a gain of 6 to make it 4th down and 4. And Rio will go ahead and take a field goal to make it 10-3. Again, another drive after another 3-and-out. I mean, just guess who? Rashawn Miller pressing up again. I don't know what the defenses think about pressing Rashawn Miller, but it's definitely wrong. 17-13 now. The Broncos looking to find something, but Mitch Stokes denies it. He gets the interception to make it 17-3, but we don't do anything on offense. The Broncos, however, after they force a 3-and-out, they kick a field goal to make it 17-6 here just before halftime, but there's 1 second left. Now, the smart thing would to pooch kick it or squib kick. That's the word I was looking for. But they actually kick it off from the 2-yard line. Ferguson is going to return it for a touchdown. An unbelievable 98-yard kickoff return for a touchdown with zeros on the clock in the first half to make it 24-6, and we don't look back from there. We constantly will start putting up points here. Chuba Hubbard actually gets denied there on 4th down or on 3rd down to make it 4th down and 2. We decide to go ahead and take our 21-yard field goal to make it 27-6 against the Denver Broncos on our first drive of the second half. We send the house. Jerry Jeudy finds the open space and gets in the end zone for the Broncos for their first touchdown of the game to make it 27-12. They go ahead and kick a field goal to make it 27-13, but again, Rashawn Miller gets pressed up, instantly beats it. This is why he's a 99 overall, and he gets another touchdown to add to his season stats. 34-13, 2nd down and 3 from the 6. Again, more offense from the Rio Dragons, and we're going to dive in for the end zone for the touchdown to make it 41-13. Denver will put up a kind of measly touchdown here to make it 41-20, kind of a more reasonable 3-touchdown game although it was in garbage time, so it really didn't matter kind of what happened. They threw the ball 45 times, by the way. They had 50 plays on offense, 45 were through the air. But a 41-20 win again, 16 for 26 for Anthony Richardson, 361 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Chuba Hubbard, 19 carries, 103 yards, and a touchdown. Sean Miller, 4 catches, 95 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Josh Foster, the rookie, had a great game, 4 catches, 117 yards. Then a couple catches here and there. Damon Gooden, of course, with that touchdown. But other than that, I mean, we did have 2 drops of, I don't know how Jerome Means was on there, our left outside linebacker, but he is, so I don't know. But Monty Wise led the team with 7 tackles, along with 2 for a loss. No sacks, but we did have 1 pick from Mitch Stokes and 2 deflections by Dean and Wise, our linebackers. Third game of the episode, we're facing our division rival, the Houston Texans. They are 5-9, looking to spoil our season. Second down and goal from the 3. They send the house, and Damon Gooden finds the end zone again. He finds the end zone a lot, I will say that. 7-0 lean after a 3-and-out forced by the defense. We're going to go ahead and try to hit Dalton, our backup lineman, and he actually makes the tackle. He gained 6 yards, but he 4th down and 4. We're going to go ahead and kick the field goal to make it 10-0 here in the first quarter. With only 38 seconds to go, can the Texans do something into the end of the first half? They do not. But the Dragons, again, will find the end zone, this time with Josh Foster, the rookie, to make it 17-0 early here. But the Texans, I guess we're giving us a 17-point cushion because Dameon Pierce breaks a tackle and finds the end zone to make it 17-7 here in the second quarter. After the 2-minute warning, we have a 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. We rolled out right. We saw the flag thinking it was illegal contact on the linebacker. We throw the interception, but it was actually a holding call on the offense, so the interception will stay. I saw, Chuba Hubbard run straight, and I saw him hit the linebacker, so I was thinking, maybe, but the Texans, with only 3 seconds left, go ahead and kick a field goal to make it 17-10 just before the halftime, and they get ball to start second half. So they could all of a sudden make this a 17-point swing for us and a 17-point swing for them, and that is what they do right here after kind of a weird tackle animation. But Torian McCree, who's kind of been our Achilles heel on our defense. But 17-17, second down and goal with 5 seconds left. We find the end zone, ending their 17-point run. But the Texans, again, don't go away. AFC South battles are always really tough, no matter what. Tank Dell in IRL, he's leading my fantasy team. He got hurt the last couple of games. But 3rd down and 12, with 1:15 to go, we decide to run the football with Chuba Hubbard, and it doesn't really go anywhere. We get about a yard, so Ben Agnew will come up on a 4th down and 11. A 40-yard field goal from Ben Agnew. It is up, and it is true. So we go up 27-24 with 45 seconds to go. Another throw, and this time, Steve Henson, the rookie. The rookies made plays in this game to get the interception and to end the game right then and there. We win 27-24 over the Texans. Not a great game from, honestly, our passing game is really solid. Even C.J. Stroud did really good with 260 yards and 3 touchdowns. But 224 for Anthony Richardson, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Chuba Hubbard had 100 on the ground with a touchdown as well. Damon Gooden, 5 for 39 for a touchdown. Rashawn Miller, 3 catches, 100 yards again. So if you're looking for a fantasy option, I would pick up Rashawn Miller. If even, probably not even be able to add at this point. But Josh Foster did get a touchdown with only 2 catches. But Monty Wise, 9 tackles, led the team. Branch and Henson had tackles for a loss, and Steve Henson also had a sack, so he had pretty much all of it. He had a pick, a sack, a tackle for a loss. He didn't have the fumble, though. That was it. Devin Mumphrey did have the deflection. Second to last game here against the Titans, our last home game of the season before the postseason. But the Titans, after nothing happened in the first quarter, our first little moment here comes with a field goal from the Titans in the second quarter to make it 3-0. Again, this was a very defensive battle. As you can see here, I mean, no one was open. 4th down and 4. We are also going to have to take a very short field goal to tie it up 3-3 here with only 2:51 to go in the first half. Can the offenses wake up? First down and goal from the 4, Monty Wise. It doesn't even need to be our offense to wake up. Monty Wise, a 96-yard pick six from the linebacker, who turned into a superstar this season to make it a 10-3 game. But with 7 seconds, the Titans will go ahead and kick a field goal and straight up miss by a country mile. But they do get their revenge, or they try to at least. Mitch Stokes, off a bad throw, gets the interception to make it to still have a 10-3 game with only 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Same drive. Guess who? Rashawn Miller beats press coverage and find the end zone to make it 17-3 here with less than a minute to go in the third. But the Titans, again, still don't go away. Every AFC South battle here was pretty difficult for our defense, besides the Jacksonville game. But Titans score a touchdown to make it 17-10. But after a quick 3-and-out forced by this Titans defense, they run a screen. It was a perfect time, too. They get the touchdown. Will Weston, the fullback, ties the game 17-17. A minute 16. No more Titans timeouts. Chuba Hubbard is going to dive in for the end zone for the touchdown to make it 24-17, but 2 seconds left. They have a chance to take or to tie the game on a Hail Mary here from the 26-yard line. Just throws it up, and it's going to be incomplete. Should have been picked. But Blanchard had 2 interceptions, but 300 yards through the air. Solid game from him, from the Titans quarterback. But we somehow escape with a win, 24-17. Not the best day through the air. Chuba Hubbard, 118 yards on the ground. 11 for 19, 140 yards passing with 1 touchdown. Their defense was insane in this game. I don't know what happened to them, but that 1 touchdown from Rashawn Miller kind of, was the dagger late in the game. But Monty Wise led the team with 9 tackles. 3 tackles for a loss, Branch, Samuel, and Carey. We had 1 sack split by Branch and Carey, and then 2 picks, of course, Mitch Stokes, and then Monty Wise, the pick 6 from 96 yards. Final game of the episode here is going to be against Jacksonville. We're 14-2. They are 11-5. Our first drive of the game here from the 23-yard line. Rashawn Miller is actually just straight up wide open. No one covered him. We throw to him quickly. The safety kind of bit in, and Rashawn Miller finds the end zone for the touchdown. I don't know why everyone's trying to either press or leave just Rashawn Miller wide open. But here we are. 7-0 lead here in the second quarter, about a minute in. We're going to throw it underneath to Chuba Hubbard. It's actually incomplete. That's only we're 7 of 15 so far in the first half, but this one's going to be a 53-yarder. This time we have the wind behind us. And Ben Agnew does get full power on this one to kick it up and right through the middle to make it 10-0. First and goal from the 1 for the Jags. They walk in for a touchdown, but they left us too much time. We throw again to Rashawn Miller for another Rashawn Miller touchdown to make it 17-7 here. Now with 3:40 to go, Rashawn Miller was actually supposed to go on a choice route there, and I thought he was going to go on the slant route. He doesn't. He stays home, and it gets picked off. But the defense holds. We throw it. Look at this lob, though, from Anthony Richardson to Damon Gooden. Only chance to catch that ball was Gooden. So we're going to make it 24-7. And, our defense was just cracked out of their mind. And then Chuba Hubbard is going to walk in for a 1-yard touchdown to make this 30-7. And now, with a minute 4 to go, the Jacksonville Jaguars, they're just looking for some points. Nakobe Dean with an acrobatic interception in the red zone. And that is going to do it. We win 31-7 over the Jacksonville Jaguars. And we'll, of course, show some stats here. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like button down below. If you guys are new, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. It is free, really helps out the channel, and lets you know when these videos go live. Again, if you do want to play, leave a comment down below, name, position, and college, and we can get you added in to this franchise. Anyways, the divisional game will be tomorrow. I don't show it here, but we'll also show the season stats at the end of the episode tomorrow as well. So, yeah, hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'm out. Peace.